Tammy here. And we are in my car. Again, you guys are on a new phone. Well, it's the same kind of phone, it's just new. Because she broke her phone a while ago. It's not one of those bad shatter jobs where it looks like you're going to cut your finger open. But it was just one little crack that went about halfway down the phone, and it just got to the point that anytime I tried to push anywhere on the top third of my screen, it wouldn't work, which really kind of sucked because I edit on my phone, and I love the app I edit with, and it just wasn't working, y'all. So I thought I'd just chat with y'all a little bit while I'm going to get Nick. Actually, I'm trying to leave a little early. See if I can, y'all. I want to run into the store real quick before I get Nick, because as soon as he gets out of school, he needs to get online for tutoring with his math teacher, because this child struggles in math. So I have I've made a couple of things today for breakfast and lunch, so I will probably maybe insert a picture here. Okay, y'all, I am working at home today, and I challenged myself to eat healthy, be creative with what I eat, and no buy-in takeout. So this is what I came up with lunch. This does not look so good. So this chicken is frozen pre-cooked chicken. I threw it in the air fryer. My broccoli was frozen. I threw it in the microwave and steamed it. These are baby carrots. I cooked all of this in some teriyaki sauce, some soy sauce, a little sesame oil, and lots of garlic. And then this is brown rice down here on the bottom. Y'all, this tastes so good. And it is all 0 points except for that teriyaki sauce and soy sauce, which I used just enough to give it some flavor. Tell me this doesn't look yummy. Maybe a little clip. So for breakfast, I did like a scrambled egg hash, and I just did some what do they call hash brown potatoes, some scrambled eggs, some tomato, some bacon, and some fat-free cheese. Oh, I tell you, it kept me full forever. And then I was scrolling through YouTube while I was working, just putting up different things, and I found this one lady who was she lived up in Canada, and she was trying to only spend $10 and make meals, and she made several Asian meals, and I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. So it got me thinking, well, you know, let me see, because I had developed a bad habit lately of when I am home working, instead of going to make myself something for lunch, maybe I'll just wait until Nick gets out of school, or maybe I'll just pop out real quick and I'll go through a drive-thru, which one is not healthy, and two, you know, costs money. So I'm like, let me make something creative and healthy out of whatever I have here, and let me see what I can do. So I did that. So you should have seen that little clip. Turned out so good, and y'all, it made 2 portions. That you only seen 1 portion. I got that on. It made 2 portions, and it was really good. It was really good. So if Nick is hungry, he can eat that. And then I just have the easiest recipe ever. I have salsa chicken in the crock pot, which is just chicken breast and salsa in the crock pot, y'all. And you shred it up, let it cook in the salsa a little more, and then you can do whatever with it you want to. You can do tacos, you can do burrito bowls, you can do quesadillas, you can do nachos, you can do taquitos, you can do just, you know, some sort of salad. Holy crap, this guy is driving crazy. Wish I could have seen that. Yeah, so there's just a multitude, casseroles, whatever you want to do with it. Usually I just do quesadillas. Nick likes those, so just, you know, the taco meat with the salsa in it. I might do some beans or a pepper mix and some cheese and some avocados, and they just turn out, and we just eat that. So just a super easy meal. So that's what we're going to have for dinner. So that's our food for the day. But I need some quesadillas. And I need some fruit, because I don't know, well, I know what happened. I really wanted to make my way over to the grocery clearance center, which we've been to maybe once or twice I've went there and shared it with you guys. It's just, it's not convenient. It's on the other side of the Metroplex. It is totally worth the drive. It's nothing fancy, or else he couldn't give you these, you know, cheap prices on stuff, but his prices are so worth to drive, but I've just not had the opportunity to drive over there. So I'm going to try to run into Aldi's. We're going to do a broke mama budget. I'm going to try to keep my spending to 20 bucks, and I need to get some quesadillas, and I might get some more cheese. I haven't decided, and I need to get some fruit. So that is what I'm going to get, and maybe some refried beans. Might do that. And if they have the right kind of chorizo, I'm going to get that so I can make Nick some breakfast tacos in the morning. But we'll see. I see so many people do these like Aldi challenges where they're going to go in and they're going to buy a certain amount of groceries, you know, and some of them do it. Some of them get really good, and of course you're sitting there. I'm not buying for like a whole week's worth of meals or anything. I'm buying things I need. But they'll try to do like a week on like $20 for one person or something, and they'll actually, I like the ones that actually like show you what they make. Like, that's actually kind of cool. But there are some that do it and they're like, I'm going in, and they're like, oh, I'm going to spend $50. Okay, well, that's great, but not everybody has $50 to spend on groceries. And not only that, I just watched one, you know, and she said $50, and y'all, she spent $65. And it's like, okay, but not everybody has that ability to do that, right? I grew up with, my mom had her list, and she had her coupons, and she checked this. Oh, fudge, we slipped. Ooh, it's just sprinkling, so it made that guy in front of me did too, made the street slick. She had her list, she had her coupons, she checked the sales to see who had the best deals, and she had a pad and pen, and every time we bought something, she said, Tammy, write it down, and she told me how much to write down, and before we checked out, she added everything up. And we stood over in the corner, and she gets so mad if she thought she was out of the way, and she's sitting here adding everything up, and you get that one person that no matter where you are, you're in front of something nobody's bought for 25 years, and they come over and they're like, excuse me, you're in the way. That'd make her so mad. That'd make her so mad. And if we went over what she wanted to spend, and my mom was notorious for, she would have cash. She would decide she was going to spend $50 at the grocery store, and she had $50 cash, and that had to be tax and all. So she wasn't going to go over, period. That she was going to stick to whatever it is she decided she was going to spend on it. And that would mean putting stuff back if we had to. So I remember her doing that as a little kid. So, you know, that's just kind of, you know, what I grew up on. And I remember being young and having my oldest son, and we were making minimum wage, not much over, and having all these bills and the expense of a baby. And there were times when it was 20 bucks. It was $20 is what you had to go buy food for the week. And that had to be, you know, breakfast, what you were taking for lunch, which usually was ramen noodles, and maybe a piece of fruit, you know, and dinners, which was no name brand hamburger helper and the cheapest ground beef you could find, which ground beef ain't cheap no more, y'all. It is cheaper to eat ground turkey or ground chicken. But I have been there, y'all. So, you know, and I just don't, it's just built in me. I can't just go into a store and just buy stuff and not look at prices and not get the lowest priced item. And, you know, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I wasn't raised that way. I got to go in and, you know, if I need butter and the store brand is $3.50, but the name brand is $4.50, I am not buying that name brand. I'm not buying it. I'm buying the store brand. So let me get over here inside Aldi's is where we're going to stop. And I don't know if I'll have time to film in there. We'll see. But let me get over here and get a couple things. Oop, bump, bump, bump. And I'll show you what I spend after saying all that. What I spend and what I got. So I'll see y'all back in a few. Okay, let me show you everything I got. I got a pineapple, a bag of Honeycrisp apples, some grapes, some bananas, some Brussels sprouts, a can of refried beans, a bag of cheese, a bag of garden salad, I got these juiced Gatorades. They were on sale. The carb counter tortillas, some carrots, celery, a half a gallon of milk, and some paper plates. Okay, we are out of Aldi's. I tried to do an in-store haul and show you what I got, but there were people around, so I don't know if you can hear me, so I may have to voice over that. But I just checked my receipt, and the ink on it is like super. But I spent $25 and some change. So I did go $5 over after I just sat there and talked about people going over. But I went $5 and some change over my $20 limit. And honestly, I can tell you it was because I picked up those juices. I showed you that little, I think it's either a 6 or an 8 pack of those Gatorade Plus juice. Those were marked down on clearance, and I've never seen them before. And I know Nick is going through those green teas pretty quickly, so I figured I would pick that up because they were cheaper than the package of green teas that they had there. And also the paper plates. I didn't have to buy the paper plates, but when you add those two things together and then the tax, that put me over. So had I left those two things off, I would have been, you know, right there at 20 bucks. So I don't think I did bad. I got what I needed. I was looking for more of the Mexican style quesadilla cheese, which they didn't have. I did get my carb counter tortilla shells, which I like. I got my fat-free refried beans. So our meal tonight is going to be super low point on Weight Watcher points. So that's a good thing. And then I got bunches of fruits. Honestly, the grapes as well put me over because all they had was those big containers of grapes. You know, those big clamshells. Instead of buying the grapes by the bag. So to me, you always pay more for those. They did have the cotton candy grapes, but they were looking like they were on their last leg. You know, they weren't even green anymore. They were kind of yellowy looking. I'm like, and they were just as much as what I bought, and it was like half of the weight. So, but that's what I got, guys. So that is my broke mama budget grocery haul. I still have to go pick up some dog food, but I'm going to get Nick home as fast as possible so he can get online with his teacher and hopefully get some tutoring help tonight before he has to take his midterm test, and go home and finish my job and check on the dogs because it is now raining and one of them is outside. It has just gotten colder today. Y'all know sun is out. Y'all know I was complaining the other day to y'all that I had on a big old sweater, and I was so excited because I got out that morning and it was rainy and drizzly and chilly, and I get out and the sun comes out and it gets hot. And today I didn't put on any sweater. I've just been in my sweats all day long. It's been so nice, and it is cold. So that is it for me for right now. I will try to pop back on later if we do our little hot chocolate bombs, or maybe just show you what it is we eat for dinner. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Okay, hey, okay, we are back. It is evening time. We have done dinner. Y'all don't mind the clutter, please. And I am going to try this TikTok hot cocoa bomb. Not a dupe? Maybe a dupe. A DIY? I don't know. Let me flip around and show you what I'm doing though. Okay, right here I have some milk. I added a little cinnamon and a little nutmeg, a little vanilla, and also a little bit of my mocha caramel sugar-free coffee creamer, not coffee creamer, coffee syrup. So that's going to be my base for my hot chocolate. So let me show you. Ooh, why ain't we got a flash on here? How do I do that? Ooh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so I just have this on like just a super low flame here because I don't want the milk to scald. So I'm just going to let this just come up. I figured that would give it a nice base because these little things that I got are not very big. So let me take you over here. Alright, so this is what I have. These Kinder Joy things. And I have, let me get your plate up here. I have some marshmallows. And I have some hot cocoa. So, we're going to see here. Hopefully she don't mess it up because I only got 2. I'm so afraid. I'm afraid I'm going to break it or something. How do you open these? Oh, like that. Okay. And what do we do with this? Hopefully I got the right ones. Maybe I didn't get the right ones. Maybe I didn't get the right ones. Are you serious? I didn't get the right ones? Okay, that didn't come out. This. Okay, well there's that. How do we get that out? That doesn't come out. Okay, seriously? Oh no. This is going to be a fail. This is going to be a fail. I'm not going to be able to do it. Look at this. Okay, so that is not solid. So I guess this is a spoon. What is this? Oh my. Alright, so, I guess we're going to do something different. Okay, so we're not doing the hot cocoa bomb. So I guess we'll do this instead. So, I'm going to scoop this out. I guess. I'm going to let that melt down in there. Okay, so this was a complete fail. Maybe it's not even hollow. Okay, the one, let me tell y'all. The one that I seen, I'm still going to try it. The one that I seen inside this kind, it was solid. And you popped it apart, like there was 2 sides to it. And you popped it apart really gently. You got the toys out in the middle. And then you took the hot cocoa and the marshmallows. And you put them in it. Okay, I don't know what these are. They look like nuts. Alright, this sucks. Can I just tell you that? This sucks. I'm so disappointed. Alright, well, we're going to make this work regardless. You have seen not everything on YouTube turns out. So we're just going to take the hot cocoa packets here. Just going to put these in there. I will try to find the right ones. I guess I need to look up and figure out what they say. I'm so disappointed, y'all. But I guess we'll still make some hot cocoa. I have the pan out, had it heated up so that I could melt the side. Alright, ooh, don't spill. I'm spilling. I'm sloshing. I think I'm going to do one more. I measured the milk out so I would have just enough. I'm going to do one more so it's not so creamy. Even though this was a TikTok fail and it is not a hot cocoa bomb, this really did turn out really good. This tastes like a fancy gourmet hot cocoa. I let that candy melt in that milk that I had with cinnamon and nutmeg. I topped it off with some marshmallows and Cool Whip and caramel syrup. Oh, it turned out so good.